Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. NBC's Chicago Fire has captivated audiences since its debut in 2012. As the first show in the now iconic One Chicago franchise, it has given fans a closer look at the intense, emotionally charged lives of the firefighters, paramedics, and rescue workers at Firehouse 51. Over the years, we've seen countless characters come and go, some loved, some loathed, but all adding depth to the show's compelling narrative. One of the more recent additions was Derek Gibson, portrayed by the talented Rome Flynn. Derek's arrival in Season 12 brought a fresh new layer to the team. Unlike many of the rookies who came before him, Derek wasn't just a young firefighter eager to prove himself. He was a man with a heavy past, a troubled soul trying to start anew. His backstory as a former boxer, battling personal demons and guilt over a tragic incident in the ring, made him a character many fans felt for. But despite the potential for Derek to evolve into a beloved member of the squad, he was gone after just 6 episodes. The question on everyone's mind: why did Derek Gibson leave Chicago Fire so soon? Let's break it down. When Derek Gibson was first introduced in Season 12, Episode 2, viewers were intrigued by his quiet demeanor and the weight of his personal struggles. Derek wasn't just a rookie firefighter trying to fit in. He carried the baggage of a troubled past, stemming from his career as a boxer. His journey as a former athlete dealing with guilt over a fatal accident in the ring gave his character an emotional depth that instantly resonated with audiences. Unlike some of the other characters on the show, Derek wasn't out there to be the next big hero. His personality was much more reserved and introspective, reflecting the trauma he'd experienced. Rather than diving headfirst into the job with boundless enthusiasm, Derek was constantly battling his own inner demons. He was a firefighter with a deep sense of guilt, trying to keep his past from haunting him, while figuring out how to thrive in such a high-stress, high-risk profession. By Episode 5, Derek's internal conflict started to surface more clearly. In a powerful moment, he opened up about an incident from his past, where he accidentally killed an opponent in the boxing ring. The emotional weight of that tragedy was clear as Derek struggled to reconcile with it, and it became a defining aspect of his character. It wasn't just the emotional baggage he was carrying. His experience as a boxer also set him apart. Derek wasn't the typical rookie. He was a man with a deep well of pain and guilt. This made his journey as a firefighter even more compelling, as we saw him wrestle with his internal demons while trying to perform his duties and bond with his fellow firefighters. When Derek Gibson made his unexpected exit from Chicago Fire after just 6 episodes, fans were left stunned and wondering what had happened. Speculation ran rampant. Many believed that Flynn had left the show to take on a new role, especially since, around the same time, he was announced as part of the cast for Godfather of Harlem Season 4, where he portrayed the real-life gangster Frank Lucas. It seemed like a classic case of an actor leaving one show for another, but Rome Flynn quickly shut down those rumors. In an interview, Flynn clarified that his decision to leave Chicago Fire was not tied to taking another job. He confirmed that his exit was part of the original plan for his character's arc, and the timing just happened to coincide with his new role in Godfather of Harlem. It wasn't a case of Flynn jumping ship for a new project. It was simply that Derek's story had reached its natural conclusion. While the timing of Flynn's departure may have been surprising to fans, the reason behind Derek's quick exit was much simpler than people initially thought. According to sources close to the show, Derek Gibson's role was never meant to be a long-term one. His character wasn't designed to become a central figure in the ongoing narrative of Firehouse 51. Instead, his story was about personal redemption, tackling his emotional struggles, and ultimately recognizing that he needed to step away and seek help. From the very beginning, Derek was a man in crisis. His struggles weren't just about adjusting to the high-pressure world of firefighting. They were about confronting the emotional trauma that had been weighing him down for years. In Season 12, Episode 8, it became clear that Derek was spiraling. He began acting erratically, showing signs of addiction, and withdrawing from his teammates. His painkiller dependency became an issue, and it wasn't long before it became obvious that he was no longer able to keep up with the demanding lifestyle of a firefighter. In a raw and vulnerable scene, Derek broke down in the locker room, showing just how far he had fallen. His emotional meltdown ultimately led him to make the difficult decision to leave. He spoke to Stella Kidd, explaining that he needed to step away and seek treatment for his issues. And with that, Derek Gibson was gone, leaving Firehouse 51 and fans with a sense of closure, even though we would never see him again on the show. In a candid interview after his departure from Chicago Fire, Rome Flynn opened up about his experience playing Derek Gibson. While he admitted that he enjoyed portraying such a complex character, he understood that Derek's storyline had reached its natural conclusion. Flynn emphasized that Derek's journey was about confronting his personal demons, and once he made the decision to seek help and leave Firehouse 51, it felt like the right time for the character to exit. Flynn was also open to the idea of returning to Chicago Fire in the future. He mentioned that, should the opportunity arise for Derek to return once he has worked through his struggles and found peace, he would be open to reprising the role. But for now, Derek's storyline has come to an end, leaving fans to wonder if he'll ever find his way back to the team. While there's no official word on whether Derek Gibson will return to Chicago Fire, it's not outside the realm of possibility. The show has a history of bringing back characters for special guest appearances or even full returns, so fans can hold out hope that Derek might one day return to Firehouse 51. If Derek is able to overcome his past and find peace with himself, there's always a chance that the writers could bring him back for another round of firefighting drama. After all, Chicago Fire thrives on redemption arcs, and Derek's journey is one that could certainly evolve over time. Derek Gibson's departure was a bittersweet moment for fans who had hoped to see him grow alongside the other members of Firehouse 51. His exit marked the end of a chapter for both the character and the actor, but it also highlighted one of the core themes of Chicago Fire: the importance of mental health and the power of personal growth. Derek's journey was one of struggle and self-realization, reminding us that even heroes need help sometimes. His decision to step away and seek treatment was a powerful moment of self-awareness, and it was clear that he wasn't just leaving Chicago Fire. He was leaving to heal, to fight his inner battles, and to hopefully one day return stronger than before. As we say goodbye to Derek Gibson for now, we're left with the hope that his story isn't truly over. Whether he returns or not, his journey will always be a reminder of the importance of taking care of our mental health and knowing when it's time to ask for help. So, could Derek Gibson make a comeback? Only time will tell. But for now, we'll cherish the brief but impactful time he spent at Firehouse 51.